All praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Sham,
We'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We'd like to say Shalom to the elect that the word in all true faith and sincerity. And I'm the brother with rocking with me.
I'm the brother Rain.
And yeah, we're the Akim from the church here in Birmingham. And what else could we do but prophesy and expound on the words of Yahawah Sham. You know, and as we get closer and closer to the perfect day, everything is becoming more clear. Everything is making more and more sense. And one of those things is the Lord killing niggas, man. That's becoming to make a whole lot more sense as we get closer and closer to that time, man. That perfect day, man. You know, cause nigga, you matter of fact, you got something?
Yeah, I got some real quick.
You got it.
Just going back to Hosea 4:6.
That's it.
My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
See?
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
And that's what a nigga, the coolest nigga is the dumbest nigga.
That's it.
The coolest nigga is a murderer, adulterer. You know, that what these things Jake both said is pretty much wickedness, man. All those things that lead to death. You know, and that will contribute to our downfall, you know, the lack of knowledge, following after these different customs. Especially now has been the worst of all, because you following the base man, the basis of man. You know, and that's the real black culture, death. You know.
And if I may,
yep.
That's you going down into Babylon.
That's it.
Basically, you're degrading yourself, man.
Stupid nigga, man.
Yeah, see? Nigga, he's degraded just because he got a charge and things like that. Ultimately, he got to degrade himself to get it, man. You know? Go back.
Yeah, read it again.
Hosea 4:6, he says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
And that's why they can't come into the good graces of Yahawah in that time. You know, the Lord is rejecting them by them not understanding and coming into this truth, man. You know? But they always reject knowledge because this is life. And now we see why the Lord gonna kill these niggas, man. You know, because now back then they knew who the prophets were. They knew who Samuel was. They knew who Jeremiah was. You know, he talks about when Samuel came into the city that the elders trembled concerning Samuel's presence because they thought that he was prophesying evil, man.
Bad news.
That's why they ask, coming down peaceably. Jake don't have that sense, those senses no more. The Lord have taken that away from them, man.
Is it? Got something for you real quick. Just going back what you said about Jake can't get this truth and get this knowledge. That's the reason why they destroyed this Sirach 14:3. Riches are not comely for a nigger. And what should an envious man do with money? So it says riches are not comely for a nigger. We already know that the words of Yahawah is compared as riches or precious jewels, man. Or a rare item, for a lack of better words. And especially when you hand a nigga a rare item, he will not see the value of it, man. You know, he can't see the value of this truth, man. He can't see the value of this light, which is willing to save your soul, man. They too busy being indulging in the ways of Babylon. You know, you got it.
You said nigga was really devalued. He got it, as we seen. He passed by earlier. A fucking Camaro on some 26s and shit. It looking crazy like one of those Hot Wheel cars. Look crazy, you know what I mean? So that just show you when a nigga get his hands on something, it's not gonna come out right, man. But that's the same thing with Esau. Going, you know, following those different ways and pretty much doing the same thing Esau do, man. But Jake put a little salt on it, you know. But it's still off, man.
Is it?
So matter of fact, you gonna get something else? Get that Isaiah when it talks about you could actually
what it say?
I think you started like 1 and 1.
Okay, Isaiah 1 in verse 1, the vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
Yeah, and the Lord brought us up, gave us the best piece of land. You know, the law, statute, commandments. That's the standard that makes us the top people on earth. You know, but guess what? All these times, Jake always rebelled against Yahawah from outside. You got it?
Con, it says the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
So you have an ox and an ass, which are considered two dumb animals, as well as they're stubborn, and they acknowledge who their master. They know the crib at, they know where their home is at, and who their master is, man. Jake. Salaki.
Read this Isaiah 1 and 3.
Yeah, read that again.
Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Yep.
But Israel doth not know.
Yep, but Israel doth not know. You got it.
My people doth not consider.
Yeah, because they are consumed with the ways of Babylon. The nigga don't want to turn back to Yahawah Sham outside. You know, nigga want to be what they say, they want to go get the bag. They want to, they the top dog and shit. You know, just nigga shit, man. But they're not considering returning to Yahawah Sham outside. Our power, man. You know.
They don't consider they ladder in.
That's it.
Because, John, for lack of better words, Jake looking for that bag now because it's a here and now thing, man. Jake can't be that prudent man foreseeing the evil. Because they too wrapped up in the death of Babylon, man. You know?
Yep, matter of fact, get Isaiah 59 and start at verse 8.
Come on, this is the book of Isaiah 59, jump down to verse 8. It says, the way of peace they know not.
See, the way of peace they know not, which is by the way of this word, this doctrine. That's that way of peace. You know, but they know not. They're not, the Lord having formed and shaped their mind for them to get it. Get this word, man.
Got something for you real quick just to back that up.
You got it.
It's Matthew 13 and verse 16. Blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear. And just going back, the Lord didn't form them to get this knowledge, man. Because again, it's Yahawah Sham who open up your mind into what's going on, man. Open up your mind into the future, for the lack of better words. You know?
That's it.
And that's why they don't know the way of peace. They don't know they can't follow directions, man. What they spiritually retarded, for the lack of better words. Spiritually discerned. You know? But going back to this Isaiah 59 and 8, the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths.
See, they have made them crooked paths. They're not going through the door, which is Yahawashi, man. They said they're trying to find some alternative relief. You know, that concerning that way of peace. They don't know the way of peace. They try to find peace, and they have made them crooked paths, following the ways of the serpent. You know, you got it.
God, it says the way of peace, they know not. In there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths.
See, they have made them crooked paths.
Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace.
See, that's your fate, man. You're not gonna know peace. You're gonna only know evil, man. It even tells you that when you when you read the book of going back to Isaiah, I believe it's 18, 28 and 18, talks about your covenant with death
shall be disannulled.
And it talks about how the bed is shorter than you laying on it, and the covering is narrower for you to be. So ultimately, you're going to be not at ease at all. You're going to be uncomfortable, you know, and it's only building up to the uncomfortability. But from these news reports, you know, hearing about certain evils that take place, but also it's going to build up to where, you know, these niggas going to experience prophecy from the standpoint of experiencing the famine. Somebody got to actually go through that. You know, the teeth of beasts, of the wild beasts, the captivity, which even that captivity ranges, because fear is going to be a part of that.
Is it?
You're going to be frozen with fear. You know?
But
that's set for those niggas, man. You gotta know what.
Real quick, just to bag you up. Isaiah 31:1. Now, it's like Isaiah 31 in verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and to horsemen because they are very strong," and those represent carnal things. It says, "But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahawashi Yahawashi." You know, and just going back to the statement that you had just made earlier, man. They are focused on the wrong thing, for the lack of better words, man. Esau can wrap a nigga up by the way of bread and circus. Yep. Whether it be a rapper drop a new album, or whether it be the basketball game, LeBron James. Esau know how to trap you niggas. But through the spirit power of Yahawashi, the Lord, he have released us from that trap, man. You know?
Yep. Matter of fact, you can go to the chapter 30, jump down to verse 11.
Isaiah.
Start at 10. Matter of fact, 9.
This is the book of Isaiah 30, and I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, "This is a rebellious people."
See, a rebellious people. That's concerning the 2/3 of our people. Going back to Isaiah, the 1st chapter, a sinful nation. Those the scorpions and vipers our Lord Yahawashi was talking about. You know, because they are unreasonable. You can't reason with a viper. You tell them now, if you won't bite me, I will. Like you making deals, you know what I mean?
Deals with a viper, man.
No, it's not gonna work. You know? But it said that rebellious, so that's what they known for. A nigga is known for being rebellious. Even you at work and your supervisor say something, and the nigga got a rebuttal. Why the thing didn't come out right? Well, because you know,
say niggas out of order.
Yeah.
That's another reason why niggas gonna die. They out of order, man. And there's no way possible you can reset a nigga. Now he gave his life to Christ, and he you know, that's how you get.
Even worse now.
He even worse
because the nigga got a blunt talking about the Bible.
Hey, what's that guy? Jesus Christ. That's what he gonna turn to.
Yeah.
He gonna turn to one of them weirdos. Now you popping and locking in the name of Jesus, man.
Yeah, nigga had a black in his mouth on some see cripples. That's really a white folks religion. And see, we sit down at Thanksgiving because that's some nigga on some nigga shit, man.
Yeah. What you know about Kwanzaa?
Like you said, you can't rehabilitate them. Really, the only solution is to kill them.
Is it?
Matter of fact, before anything, God, go back to Isaiah, the 1st chapter, before we go back to that.
Going back to Isaiah.
I think it's like, what is it, verse 5 or something like that? You should have wrote.
Yep. This is the book of Isaiah.
Start at 4, then we'll go to 5.
Isaiah 1 in verse 4. Our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Laden with iniquity, so that's throughout generations. You know, you got it.
A seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters.
Yep.
They have forsaken the Lord Yahawashi. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They have gone away backwards.
See, and that's our people. 2/3 of our people have gone away backwards, man. You know, turning, you know, from Yahawashi by going to Esau. It's one of in this lifetime is one or the other, man. And ain't anything else outside of this. You know, the Lord Yahawashi had made no great. It said no gray areas, man.
Yep.
He said choose life or death.
Is it?
Is Yahawashi, which is life, or Esau, which is death. And a nigga will say he got a African flag flying in his mind. That shit still go back to Esau. The black conscious Egyptology and shit. That shit still go back to Esau. Esau still have his hand in it in one way, form, or fashion.
Is it?
Because guess what? For an example, the YouTube guidelines, that's not set up for anybody else except for this.
For us, yeah. And if I may add that, the education system.
Yep.
Whoever, the person who controls the empire, he controls the education. He teach you what he want to teach you, man.
Yeah.
And it can get to a point he can pull shit out of his ass, man, and let you niggas eat it up. Esau can say, you know, we on the highways and byways preaching the words of Yahawashi. We bringing out facts, historical events, and Jake won't listen. But soon as an Edomite said in a 3-piece suit, or even a nigga in a kufi, if he said, then they gonna believe it.
Yep.
Just showing you that basically America run off gimmicks too, man. You know?
That's it.
Going back to Isaiah 1 and 5, why should you be stricken anymore?
See? Why would the Lord put you back in captivity? All these hangings and these even 70 AD. You know, the transatlantic slave trade. A nigga still didn't consider it. You know, they came back and even got worse. Them same niggas that was hanging and went through these different things, they back today, and you seeing why they got hung. You seeing why they got mauled and shit. Why they had to eat even the little monsters. You see why they was being ate
Gator
during
bait.
the time of Masada. Yeah, gator bait.
Yeah.
You seeing now, they showing their works. And the Lord is going to even do it. It's going to even bring forth more grievous judgments upon 2/3, man. Why are they being stricken anymore? Read it again.
It says, why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more.
And that's just like you whooping your little one and he starts laughing. You gonna get pissed. You gonna lose it, man.
I'm gonna throw the belt down.
Now you gonna, now you going to your arsenal. I'm finna kill this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Cause a nigga somehow in slavery, you know, you watch these different like roots or something. Somehow out of the day, they had time to go jump the broom and shit. That old coon marriage, they went to go jump the broom. They you had the fiddle.
Yeah. Fiddler.
Yeah. You know, somehow nigga made being a slave a pastime and shit.
They started to enjoy it.
Yes.
That Willie Lynch syndrome, they started to love their oppressor. Master been good to me. You know, every Friday he give me the leftover pork belly. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta realize even the shit that we eat today, you know, things come from Greeks, and even to niggas that eat chitlins, all that shit is basically PTSD from slavery, man.
Yeah.
You know, reliving the good old times when Esau used to put his foot up in your ass, man. You know? Let me go back to this.
Isaiah.
Going back to Isaiah 1 and 5 again, it says, why should you be stricken anymore? You revolt more and more. The whole head is sick. The whole heart is faint.
See, so, hey, our people is going to only revolt. That's that rebellious house. That's the only thing they're going to do it for Baal. And what they really rebelling against is life, man.
That's it.
Because guess what? Zechariah the 13th chapter, that got to come to pass too. Concerning 2/3 being cut off in the land. Somebody got to actually play that role. And the indicator is whoever rejects his word. That's the measuring stick. You know, this doctrine. So when the word is on display, it is an indicator on what side you should be on. The Lord said he's going to separate the sheep from the goats. You know? So that's being made. This process, it begins by when his word is on display. And those that cleave to it, you know, that's the sheep.
Sure.
Those that reject it is the goat, man. You know?
Got something for you.
You got it out.
Because I'm just adding back what you said. This Psalm 69 and 22. Let their table become a snare before them. And that which have, shall I read this again? It says, let their table become a snare before them. And that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. And just going back on things that's supposed to benefit you. Yeah. This word was actually supposed to benefit you for your life, man. But it ended up being a benefit to your death because you end up rejecting it, man. You know, continuing on, it says, let their eyes be darkened. So this King David asking for niggas not to get the truth, man. You know, because only thing a nigga is going to do is devalue it, man. You know, it says, let their eyes be darkened that they see not. Can't see what? You can't see the prophecies, man. It says, make their loins continually to shake. Pour out thine indignation upon them, going back into slavery. You can see that was a part of the Lord pouring out his indignation upon you niggas, but he's gonna do it now on a higher level right now, man. Niggas gonna die from a famine, die from the wild beasts of the field. There's plenty of ways that Yahawashi is gonna take these niggas out, and it's gonna be something simple. When you read the book of Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, guys who won't hearken into the trumpet or hearken into the sound of the warning, then their blood is gonna be on you, man. You know, it says, pour out thy indignation upon them, and let thy wrath and anger take hold of them. So with words, adversity will, man. You know? That's how Yahawashi do. Once words can't teach you the Lord, he's just gonna show you in the physical thing.
No, I said, why would you revolt anymore? Why would you be stricken? That's the Lord teaching you, showing you. The only way you gonna learn is that's why I said they knew not until the flood came. That's the only way a nigga gonna learn when you get put to death, man. You know, just like now, nigga be studying shit. Now he wanna pray cause his bills and shit, or he in a shootout in his gun jam. Now you wanna be all in tune with the Lord. Well, kill these niggas, man. You got it out.
God, that was it on that.
All right, you can go back to Isaiah. Yeah, come.
Going back to Isaiah 1 in verse 6, for from the head, sorry, from the sole of the foot, even unto the head, there.
So that's from these so-called leaders to the bottom of the totem pole. They're sick, man. Mentally, of course, physically, you know, like I said, going to eat our bread to foul, and you got country, of course, but it begins mentally. Our people are sick because guess what? They still celebrate Christmas. A nigga would take out a loan and be in debt and shit to get his damn bad ass chairs and some fucking shit for Christmas, man. And the nigga, the child been suspended down there 75% of the school year. And somehow the Santa Claus got this nigga something. That's sick. From more on the adult end. You know what I mean? And that's just one of many. You know, just scratching the surface, but that just shows what state our people are in, man. And that the solution is just to kill a nigga, man. Cause when you hear a nigga when he open his mouth and his reasoning, it's just like CTD in a sense. You know, it's like, man, he's not making any sense.
He's spitting up blood.
Yeah, spitting up blood, eyes dilating.
Yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, pupils yellow and shit. He becoming pale. Well, that's what the speech of these niggas are, man. Because ultimately it's death. Niggas start boasting about how he ran the train or somebody. That show you that this man is sick. And it's a terminal illness. To what it's just the only way you do is just kill him, man.
You right on the thing. CTD.
That's it.
Ain't no way this guy can come back.
Yeah.
You know, but going back to Isaiah 1 in verse 6 again, it says, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no silence in it, but wounds and bruises and petrifying sores.
And putrefying sores. So as time progressed, even after slavery, our people have gotten worse, man. You know, the niggas, now you got niggas with their pants hanging down, these different crazy hairstyles. Everybody got a 40 and a purse. It's not either or, it's both now. You know, and as you see, as we get closer to the perfect day, the state of 2/3 is even worse, man. You know, like that putrefying sore, got pus, it's red and shit. You know, but that's the state of 2/3 of our people, man. You got it.
It says they have not been closed, neither up, neither mortified with ointment.
See, and that healing is by the way of this word. But they don't want to heal. They don't want to be healed by Yahawashi, the physician, man. You know, a nigga bleeding profusely, and go to the doctor, man. And he went to the doctor, and he told the doctor, no, it's not this.
Yeah, you got a gunshot wound.
Yeah, you looking on a totally different body part on the reason why you fucked up. You looking at your leg, but your arm got a big ass hole in it. You know, Jake would not be healed. 2/3 of our people would not be healed though. At the end of the day, just going back to Zechariah the 13th chapter.
Is it?
And we seeing why everything is making more and more sense. Why Yahawashi got to kill 2/3 of our people, man. You know. Because at the end of the day, the Lord set up life and death. Life is Yahawashi and death is Esau. So if it's not of Yahawashi, man, you're an enemy, man.
Is it?
You coming on to watch Esau, just going back like I mentioned concerning the Black Conscious Movement. You might be all pro-black. Well, even in that, that's hand on that. Because now you say pro-black, a nigga will say all tribes are
black. And a nigga said Israelite is a Moabite now. And that shit go back to Esau. You know? I mean, niggas, man, they come on some crazy shit. A nigga might say he a Moabite.
He defiled it. An Asiatic black man. Yeah. You know, they defile things, man. But I got someone a little bit. I can jump down.
Do what you gotta do.
Isaiah 1 in verse 19. It says, "If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land." Because it's two sides to every coin. You know, the Lord, he'll give you a chance to repent. He'll give you a chance to get right. But it says, well, but if you refuse and rebel, which means, like you said, you pull out that hand, you gave these motherfuckers a chance. Because the Lord gave everybody a chance. About a simple way of, you know, showing that the Lord is a so-called black man. Something as simple as that. And you not change your ways to, you know, be in the good graces of him. Hey, I have all right to destroy you now. Because now you know better, man. And we just say, once you know better, you do better, man. And Jake know better, and they still continue to go into the way of that wickedness. But it says, if you refuse and rebel, you shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord have spoken. So if you refuse and rebel against the truth, ultimately, the only thing that's going to be waiting for you is what? The sword, man. Destruction, death, man. You know?
That's it.
You got it, though.
So, matter of fact, go to Isaiah 30. We can just wrap it up with that and go to like I think it's like verse 11 or 12.
Come, this is the book of Isaiah 30. I'm gonna start at verse
What 11 say?
Get ye out the way, turn aside.
Yeah, start at that. Yeah.
Isaiah 30 and verse 11. Get ye out the way, turn aside, out of the path, because the Holy One of Israel caused the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
And that's a 2/3 of our people mindset, man. They don't want no dealings with Yahawashi. And that was after that event played out, you know, where they wanted they chose the murderer and the thief over Yahawashi, man. They said away with him. Give us Barabbas and all that. Well, guess what? Going back, Lord is giving you your desires. You wanted that thief and murderer? That's what you're gonna get, man. Which is Esau in his time. But that's the mindset of our people. They don't want to have no dealing with Yahawashi. Anything concerning order and life. You say, if you tell a nigga, man, adultery is a bad thing, a nigga don't want to have, nigga come back and try to cut you with a young Dolph bar.
Like Dolph said.
Yeah. What Dolph said, yeah. Look what Dolph at now.
Yeah.
He dead.
The nigga dead, man.
Nigga in spirit realm, man.
He got more sense than you.
Yeah.
Dolph come down right now, he gonna rebuke y'all niggas, man.
That's it. You got it.
It says, verse 12, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised this word.
See? And it ain't gotta be to the extreme you arguing back and forth. You just saying you don't know about that. That's
the Old Testament.
Yeah, that's the Old Testament. My Jesus said that's you despising his word, man. You know, you got it.
And trust in oppression.
And that's the catalyst. That's what contributes you to despising his word. When you read 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, concerning if our gospel be hid, it is hid and then our loss, in whom the God of this world have blinded them, the minds of them that which believe not. So it's because of Esau and what he presents in this system, whether your family or your fucking career or whatever the case may be, some sentimental value. It ain't got to be the so-called white man himself, but everything that this whore presents to keep you lured in is going to keep you away from Yahawashi, man. You know, and that's why they say they despise his word and trust in oppression. So that's that choosing. You chose death. You know, choosing oppression and perverseness, which is the so-called white man. You got it.
And trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay there on.
And stay there on. That's why you got 10-year plans, 5-year goals. Nigga got 3-year goals, and what you want to be when you grow up type of spirit.
Yeah. Sit your ass.
Yeah, when I grew up. Niggas 40 years old going back to school and shit.
Generational wealth.
Yeah. Now you want to talk about it. Yeah.
It's too late, man. It's too late. This nigga just died.
Yeah.
Because they for lack of better words, Jake, they try to get a head start. They see Esau with these nice different things, and that's what they want, man. In order to make it in this, you just gotta play the Edomite game or whatever. In order to make it to the system, you just gotta bow down and do what you gotta do instead of just trusting in Yahawashi, man. You know, because again, it's like the Lord said, it's easy on the hand to make a poor man rich. See. You know, look, some things simple as that people overlook, but why? They want that quick and fast. You know, that microwave with this word gratitude. For the lack of better words, man. Yep. They want it right then and there. They don't want to wait for your Yahawashi to make a process with you, man. You know? You got it, though.
Yeah, you can finish that off.
It says, verse 13, therefore this iniquity shall be unto you as a breach ready to fall.
See? So, meaning what? This judgment is coming. It's a build-up, though. There's a breach ready to fall because the judgment lined up for Edom.
This Isaiah 30 and 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be unto you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking coming suddenly at an instant.
See, and that's when you niggas gonna know that Yahawashi when that suddenly the roof collapse on you, and then show you it's gonna be something from the heavens that decree from the heavens, whether the famine suddenly comes upon you, or whether the power outage mixed with the wild beasts of the earth, the money crashing, anything that's going to contribute to distress and anguish is going to suddenly come upon you niggas, man. Because that's the only solution. Just like in the wilderness, the Lord had to suffer them niggas to hunger, to humble them. You know, you had manna and shit, they still had something to say. And when you go into it and you read it, it talks about how that multitude influenced them. And you know.
There was a crowd and they was going with the in crowd. Yeah. You know?
Yep. But at the end of the day, it's becoming it makes more and more sense why the Lord got to kill niggas, man. You know? You got anything else out? So yeah, we just hope that we're edifying, like to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, by Sham, Yahawashi, by Sham, Rakakwadash.
Like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Like to say shalom to the elect that's teaching the word in our true faith and sincerity.
DTA, above, soon.
Very soon.
Tonight.